So Chuck is going to demonstrate how someone with a walker would approach your car and the reason for having the car so close to the curb. We don't want you to damage your tire or your wheels, but bring it as close as you can. Now here I'm going to hold this door because when somebody grabs onto the door handle, the door could close on them. And here I'm going to put my hand where Chuck's head could possibly hit so that it hits my hand, which is soft, versus the metal piece of the door. And Chuck's now going to rotate his feet into the car, and I'm going to feed him the seatbelt. I'm going to grab the buckle and offer the buckle and feed extra belt so that Chuck can do the seatbelt on his own. If Chuck was not able to find the seatbelt and put it on his own, I would let him hold on to it and I would come around on the other side and help from the other side. You never reach in front of the customer for any reason. I'll demonstrate. So we're going to approach the vehicle with a wheelchair and your rider with you. And what we're going to show you is some easy ways to avoid scratching your car and still make it really user-friendly for your passenger. So we're going to come in at about 45-degree angle to your car, making sure that nothing hits the car and your passenger's feet don't hit anything. We're going to put the brakes on momentarily. We're going to move the left foot out of the way. Now that we've done this, we can approach the vehicle much closer and allow the rider to stand much closer to the vehicle. Put the brakes back on. We're going to assist the legs. I'm going to come over here and hold this door in case the passenger holds on here and offer my hand as well. Now, passenger will turn around and sit. Very good. And the seatbelt is as demonstrated before. One thing we want to stress is that all our customers will be able to get in and out of the wheelchair on their own with minimal help. All our customers should be able to transfer in and out of the vehicle with minimal help. If you have any questions, contact the person that you report to in your local operating unit. So here we have, for demonstration purposes, a wheelchair. And this wheelchair has all the things that normal wheelchairs have. Accessories for the feet and the legs, and I'm going to show you how to use it. This little lever over here allows us to bring this up high or up low or down low, however the customer needs it. There's a small, so I'm going to fold these, and there's a small lever over here that releases this part of the wheelchair, and you'll hear the clicking. That's when it's in place. So if you push down here and fold it, then these two pins hold it in place. You just pick it up and it comes off. Okay, same thing for the other side. Now I have a relatively small car, but as you can tell, we're going to be able to put this whole wheelchair in the trunk, even with some of my personal belongings still in the car. I'm taking the other foot out. I'm putting it to the side. Now, the way to fold the wheelchair, I like to keep the brakes on. These are the brakes. Up for release, down for brakes. And I lift right here at the seat, and it brings it together. Now, If you pick it up by the arms will come off. Some of them are welded, some are not, so these can come off fairly easily, as you can see. So preferably you do not ever pick them up by the arms. I tilt it and pick it up by the seat bar and by the bar at the very bottom, making sure I use my legs, not my back, to lift it up. And now it just sort of slides into my car and fits perfectly. I've put it inside of a Honda Civic, fairly small car. I've put it inside of all kinds of other cars. You'll find that most vehicles will take a wheelchair. For loading and unloading passengers that use walkers or wheelchairs, you might, if possible, use handicap spots. They usually have a ramp nearby, which will make it a lot easier to use. Once the passenger is inside and safe, you'll come back out and repark your car in the proper position.